Hello, my name is Jeremy Spicer from Austin, Texas. I'm here with Ultimate Drill Book, Drum Corps International, and the Be Band Ready campaign to offer some advice on preparing for upcoming student leadership auditions. First and foremost, congratulations on taking the initial steps towards what is sure to be a fulfilling experience for you. Remember, leadership is a skill and can be learned by anyone willing to take on the commitment. I want to encourage you all to not feel overwhelmed and pressured to know everything about leadership right now. Remember, it is a journey. With thoughtful, intentional practice and study, you will continue to develop this skill throughout your entire life. Now, as you prepare for your auditions, I would encourage you to first start with a reflection. Reflect on and answer the following question. Why do I want to be a student leader? This is an important first step because your honest answer to this question will serve as a guide for all of your actions moving forward as a student leader. Now, to quote the great author John Maxwell, he says, leadership is a verb, not a noun. It is not a position or title, but rather your actions moving forward. So, I want to start with, you may come out of this entire process and not get the title you were hoping for, and that's okay. Do not allow that to deter you, or even more important, do not allow it to change your actions. Be the best version of yourself and you will certainly be recognized, title or not. Now, I think we should all review. In this review, you should review your past experiences and lay out a case for yourself by preparing a personal resume. Some things to consider. What unique experience have you had in the band program or beyond the band program that can benefit the program, your section, other students, and the staff? This resume should include accomplishments both within the band program and beyond. Volunteer work should be included, academic achievements, you get the idea. The preparation of this resume will help organize your strengths so that you can effectively communicate your value in the audition process. Have this resume reviewed by others and edited for content. The reason, others may see things in you that you did not at first realize. So it's good to get some outside perspective. Now, in any preparation endeavor, you have to practice, and practice some more. Successful people will do what others are unwilling to do. So I would challenge you to evaluate your entire audition process and create a preparation plan so that all aspects of the audition will be detailed and refined. This includes the application process, any live part of the process. It could be playing, marching, teaching, or conducting, as well as if your process has an interview. Every requirement should be evaluated, again, practiced, and ultimately refined in your preparations. Often overlooked, but critical to the success of all aspects of an audition is your ability to effectively communicate. This is one of the single greatest skills you should develop that will certainly help shape success throughout your entire life. Clear communication, ladies and gentlemen, is paramount. Remember that in any form of communication, 55% of what is being communicated is from your body language. 38% is from your tone of voice, and only 7% is from the actual words you are choosing. So some key points to remember are, you want to make sure that if you're in a standing position, that you stand upright and tall with relaxed shoulders and arms, or if it's a seated position, that your torso is nice and tall. Your head should be upright and level. Your weight should be centered and evenly distributed. There, as you can tell with me, the proper use of hand gestures when you speak is paramount. It helps promote critical thinking, and open, inviting gestures indicate a willingness to share ideas with others. You can also help to emphasize words or phrases with intentional gesture. I would also encourage you to make good and appropriate eye contact with positive facial expressions as they support the moment. This could be a smile, it could be more animated, it could be eyebrows engaged, but facial expressions that support the moment are huge. The other thing is we need to relax, take deep breaths, and remember to speak slowly and clearly so that everyone can understand you. Another important part of communication is your volume. If you're out in a teaching audition, you need to make sure that you're projecting your voice appropriately. If you're in an interview, you need to temper that volume accordingly. But volume is huge. And then finally, your word choice. Monitoring for filler words. Are you being overly aggressive or under? You just need to know your audience and think about the words that you're choosing. Now, how do you practice this communication? I challenge you to create opportunities for mock interviews where you record yourself and have someone else interview. Or it could be you simply record yourself answering potential questions that you might hear in an interview. And finally, you could create teaching labs where you work with other students. But the key to all of these is that you have a video recording of yourself. And then you take those videos and you evaluate it for clarity of thought and clear communication. From there, you can make informed choices on how to improve. Watching yourself on video can be a humbling experience, I promise, but it is a necessary step to elevate all aspects of your preparation. Now, what else do you need to practice? Well, of course, this all comes down to the process outlined by your band staff, but likely involves some aspects of performance, music or marching, teaching, and for the drum major candidates out there, probably conducting. So some tips. Again, I want to double down on what I've said thus far. You need to video record yourself and continually evaluate and make adjustments based on what you see and hear. Video analysis is extremely beneficial. With these videos, you can also enlist your friends. Perhaps there's some current upperclassmen that you trust or other student leaders, or even the band staff as their schedule and time allows to give you feedback and thoughts for improvement. And like stated before, you got to make adjustments and rinse, repeat the process over and over again. Now with your live performance parts of your audition, be that conducting, be that marching, be that musical performance, I encourage you that you use a metronome. Use a metronome always. It's key to developing internal pulse. Now, in any audition process, remember all of us experience nerves. It's natural. It comes anytime you're outside of your comfort zone. This is perfectly understandable, reasonable, and shows you are like the rest of us, human. However, you will be able to better handle these nerves knowing that you have truly prepared for every detail of your upcoming audition. Right now, if I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a little bit nervous, but I prepared. I have an entire outline. I wrote a script. I practiced the script. I even sent this script off to a friend of mine to evaluate prior to me doing this. And through this practice and preparation, I'm able to better manage my nerves in creating this video for you today. Now, a dear friend of mine and an incredible teacher, Chris Yee, who's now the director of bands at Cedar Park High School, he often talks about with his students the concept of, I wish I had, in quotes, or I'm glad I did. Are you going to look back on this endeavor and you're going to say, I wish I would have done this, or I'm so glad I did that? What a great thought in regards to practice preparation for any endeavor. And understand that you're going to be a little uncomfortable, and that's okay. To quote another very successful band director, Jarrett Lippman, down at Claudia Taylor Johnson in San Antonio, he says, student leaders and the idea of leadership is learning to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And I think that's exactly right. As you're embarking on this journey of leadership for the first time or continuing your ongoing leadership skill development, I would encourage you to remember to relax and have fun. Remember the answer to the very first question I had you reflect on, your why. Why do you want to be a student leader? This answer can not only guide you in your role as a leader, but help to bring clarity throughout the entire preparation process and ultimately allow you to be all in and enjoy the process. That's what we want, for you to enjoy the process and learn from it. We hope you've enjoyed this segment and hope this information will help you be band ready for this upcoming season. We all look forward to seeing and hearing incredible performances from students around the country. We want to wish you the very best. Thank you for your time.